And we're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Tax Talk Tuesday. It is Advanced Tax coming at you tonight for another Tax Talk. Say hello when you come into the broadcast, everyone. I appreciate you. I'm going to get Instagram in here and I'm going to share to a couple of pages. Let me find my broadcast. And we're live. There we go. Hey, everybody. Okay, so let me share. What's going on, everybody? It's been cold. It's been cold. Have y'all been keeping warm? Let me know if you've been keeping warm. They've been having these these mandatory power outages, to conserve energy. So, how have y'all been keeping warm with that? Let me go ahead and post that. Okay. And now I'm going to say hello when you come in. I'm going to go ahead and get Instagram in here so they can get a piece of this knowledge. Tonight, we're going to be talking about, are you leaving money on the table? Are you leaving money on the table? Let me know. Whoops. I'm going to show y'all how not to leave money on the table if this applies to y'all. Okay, hold on. Instagram wants to be special. Hold on. Say hello when you come into the broadcast, everybody. I'm not going to be before you long. Okay, hold on. My phone just froze up. So I don't know what that's about. Okay, let me try this again. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, welcome to Tax Talk Tuesday, everybody. Make sure that you get a pen and paper so you can take some notes tonight. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay, Instagram. I got them going. All right, we're live on Instagram. What's going on, Instagram? All right. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining in tonight on this broadcast under my brand, Advanced Tax. My name is Martine Corte. If you are new to my broadcast, thank you for stopping by. I am a 20-year tax professional out here in these streets. I've been out here for a long time. I'm also a business owner. I work with a lot of small business owners, side hustlers. I work with tax professionals. I work with, credit specialists. I work with authors. I am also a 10-year landlord, and I am an author, a best-selling author. My book is Journey to Greatness. I do a lot of different things. I'm also a business coach out here as well. I work with small business owners, entrepreneurs, network marketers, nonprofit leaders to help them reach more clients with the assistance of live streaming on the professional side under my coaching brand, MQ Services, so that they can make more money in their business. So tonight, I always come out under my tax business, under my tax firm, Advanced Tax Solutions, dropping gems, dropping information that you need to know to get ready for the tax season. Some of you have already received your W-2s, and some of you are still waiting for some other documents to come, and that's fine because that's what you need to do, right? So the tax season is well underway. It's been crazy, crazy busy. As you know, some of you all, we've all been waiting for IRS to open up their doors, and they did that last week on Friday. And so it's like a floodgate. I've been extremely, extremely busy, just trying to kind of keep up, with the returns that were already entered prior to IRS opening up its doors, and then going ahead and submitting them. So it's just been busy, 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 as it should be. Everyone's trying to get their taxes done, get them filed so they can get their refunds. Have you filed your taxes yet? Are you going to be in this first batch that IRS is going to send out? This first batch of money, refunds that they're going to be sending out by the 22nd or 23rd, they should be ready to start paying out those refunds. So if you're getting your taxes done now and submitted to IRS, that turnaround should be somewhere at the end of February. So approximately, if you're direct deposit, of course, I always want to be specific with that. As it relates to direct deposit, if you are requesting direct deposit on your tax returns for your refunds, the turnaround is about two weeks, give or take. And your states will, sometimes the states come before, sometimes the states come after. But so if you've already got your taxes done and it's in there, you will probably be amongst that first batch that IRS sends out. So look for that. That's good because we need money, right? We're still in the middle of a pandemic. We're still in the middle of a pandemic. So we need to make sure that we are, taking care of our business, taking care of our families. And so we need as much money as possible. So I am going to get started. I'm going to share with you, see, 1, 2, 3, 4 things that may apply to you to help you not leave money on the table, to help you get more on your in your tax refund, or if you owe, reduce your debt, your tax bill. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. I'm out here to answer any questions as well during this live stream. So feel free to drop them and I'll be sure to read them as we move along. So Tax Talk Tuesday. So tonight I'm going to talk about the first thing as ways to not leave money on the table, because that's the last thing we want to do when we're filing our taxes. We don't want Uncle Sam to keep any money that is owed to us. They're already keeping our money throughout the year, right? If we get a refund. So we need to make sure that we're maximizing all of the credits that are out there, deductions that are out there that apply to us. So the first one is the recovery rebate credit. Now, I've done several returns already, many returns already, and I've seen this happen. For those of you that had children that you're claiming as dependents on your tax return, and they were born in 2020. Okay, in 2020, you did not get the rebate, or excuse me, your stimulus for that baby, for that dependent that was born in 2020. Guess what? Now this IRS has this recovery rebate credit, where anyone that did not get their stimulus or had children born in 2020, right? They weren't on the 2019 tax return, so you didn't get the stimulus for them. However, IRS is doing a really big push and trying to get relief and get money out here as it relates to the pandemic, and trying to get money, put money in people's pockets. So they're going back and they're picking up those children that were born in 2020. So if you're claiming any dependents that were born in 2020, you will be eligible for the recovery rebate credit, okay? Because they were born in 2020, but they didn't necessarily get the credit because IRS was going off of the 2019 tax return, but they're also going off the 2020 return as well. So it's going to catch all those babies that were born in 2020. So if you're filing your taxes, make sure that your tax preparer is including that. Make sure that credit kicks in. Make sure that recovery rebate credit kicks in for those dependents born in 2020. Does that make sense, everybody? Say hello when you come into the broadcast. And my comments is not showing for some reason through StreamYard. So Facebook, if you're commenting, I apologize. I do not see them. They're not coming through. And sometimes that happens with StreamYard. I'm not really sure why. All right. So also, as it relates to the recovery rebate credit, if you did not get your stimulus in the first or second, right, you can claim the recovery rebate credit on your 2020 taxes. You have to do your 2020 taxes to get it. Okay. So again, there's this big push by IRS to make sure that they're getting the money out to, taxpayers, out to the people, right? So if you did not get those, make sure your tax preparer there's going to be questions in the tax return interview, and it's going to ask, did you get the first stimulus? If so, how much? Did you get the second stimulus? If so, how much? And then it's going to determine whether you qualify for credit, recovery rebate credit. All right. Okay. So I'm going to stop Instagram. Instagram, come over to Facebook because my comments are not coming through, and I want to make sure that I'm catching all of the questions. So come over to Facebook, Instagram under Martine Forte. All right. So let me just make sure that I get them in here. Let's see. Next. Okay. Tax talk. Okay. There we go. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. Okay. There we go. So let me go ahead and get Facebook pulled up here on my phone so I can catch y'all comments. All right. Okay, there we go. Hi, Deborah Benjamin. She says, hello, Martine. How you doing? I'm sorry. StreamYard wouldn't bring in my comments through, so I couldn't see y'all. All right, so the second thing I want to talk about tonight is charitable contributions. If you donated money to a charitable organization, a recognized 501c3 organization, then you can claim up to $300 in charitable contributions. Now, I talked about this before. You don't have to itemize to get this credit. So a lot of people may be under the impression, well, we usually include our charitable contributions, our tithes and offering to church and all that when we itemize. But we know, some of you may know that are used to itemizing, we no longer itemizing because the standard deduction has been doubled with the tax overhaul. So, but one of the itemizations was charitable contributions. And so the tax law was written to still allow you to claim that. That's up to $300. That makes a big difference on your taxes. So if you donated money, if you paid tithe and offering, even mileage can get in there too, however long it takes you to take the money or, donate that money to that charitable organization, you can get that in on your taxes. So make sure your tax preparer includes that. Okay, that's up to $300, which can, get you, $50, $100 more. I don't know. It depends on other factors in your return, but it's money. It's money. So you don't want to skip that. I had to catch a client. I said, do you, because I've done this, his taxes before, and I know that he usually always has a charitable contribution, tithes and offering. I said, hey, where's your tithes and offering? Where's your charitable contribution? And they said, oh, I don't think it's going to matter because last year, or the year before, previous years, he just didn't have enough itemizations. But I said, hold on. Now the law has changed now. So you don't have to itemize to get this in on your taxes. So that's up to $300. That's the maximum. Okay. The third item I want to talk about tonight as it pertains to not leaving money on the table. And those that are just coming into my broadcast, welcome, welcome. This is Tax Talk Tuesday under my brand Advanced Tax. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you share the broadcast out so that everyone else can get this information. All right. Okay. So, and my name is Martine Forte, by the way. I'm a 20-year tax professional. Been doing taxes for a long, long time, and I do specialize in small business tax returns. The third item that I want to emphasize tonight in terms of leaving money on the table is there is this COVID relief provisions. Now, again, like I said before, IRS has really done a lot of work with with credits this year for this tax year 2020. Because of the pandemic, they've added in some stuff last minute, or they've been working on it since COVID, since the pandemic. And so there's this push to get money out to people because people are suffering. Just look right now, the mandatory rolling power, outage across the nation. It's so cold and people are trying to, heat up their homes, keep themselves warm. There's just so much going on right now as it pertains to 2020, 2021. And so people are trying to still keep up with, money, just trying to pay their bills. Now they've got this other thing to worry about. So there's all kinds of stuff that we've got our minds on. So I don't want y'all to miss these credits that are coming out here, for you to take advantage of if you qualify. So this next one is called the COVID relief provision. And what it does, it helps you get more money if you are a taxpayer that normally gets or is getting an earned income credit, or if you are getting additional child tax credit. You can use your 2019 adjusted gross income to see if you can get more money, because a lot of people did not make as much money in 2020 as they did in 2019. So what has been allowed is that you can insert or include or have the tax software program use your 2019 adjusted gross income instead of your 2020 to see if you can receive more earned income credit or additional child tax credit. Again, this is a COVID relief provision. So they're allowing us to go back and use 2019 adjusted gross income or AGI to see if that will give us a little bit more earned income credit or child tax credit or additional child tax credit rather. Okay, so ask your tax preparer to apply that to see if it makes a difference. And again, this is for taxpayers that are receiving earned income credit or additional child tax credit. Okay, so and I'm switching up and comparing 2019 versus 2020. So make sure that if that is you're qualified for earned income credit, that your taxpayer take the time to compare that and pop in that 2019 AGI, adjusted gross income, to see if that makes a difference. If it doesn't, they can switch it back out. But they have to know to do that, okay? So that's why it's really important to make sure you get a top quality, educated tax preparer that knows the ins and outs, that are on top of new things. This is something new because of the pandemic, people losing their jobs and things like that. The tax laws have been amended to kind of help put more money in people's pockets. So your taxpayer needs to be on top of all these new things. This is new. We've never had this before. So we have to make sure that we stay on top of all the changes, what's new for tax year 2020, so that we can help our clients get the max back. Okay, and that's what I do. I try to make sure that my clients get the max, the most back, because I'm always in those circles. I'm always, keeping up on my education. Tax laws, they change. There's always something new rolling out, and especially with this pandemic and all these new things that are coming to help put more money in people's pockets. So make sure, thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you, Facebook. So make sure your tax preparer is on it. It's on top of that kind of stuff. Okay. All right. I was looking at my comments. All right. So the last tip or topic or highlight that I have for you tonight, as it pertains to keep, getting more money in your pocket. Don't leave money on the table. And it's important that you understand, as I know some people don't care about it. They just say, do my taxes and give me back the max, you know. And so I know this is not everybody's forte. I love numbers. I love finding loopholes, if you will. I love looking under every rock to make sure that we're finding credits and eligible deductions for you, especially for small businesses as well. And I'll touch on them in just a second. But this is my lane. I've been in this for a long, long time. So, you know, since high school. So I love this. I love crunchy numbers. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any tax questions. I do, you know, get people to, you know, they'll send me messages and I'll answer right back. Okay, so the fourth thing is for, this is pertaining to Nebraska residents. Nebraska residents. Since I'm in Omaha, Nebraska, that's the majority of the state that I do, state returns that I do. Your governor, Pete Ricketts, has signed a bill. I don't know if y'all knew about that, knew about this, but signed a bill. It passed in legislation. There was some legislation written to help you, again, relief. And this pertains to property tax relief. Okay, so if you own a property out there in Nebraska, this is a state legislation, and you paid on that property, you paid school district taxes. Okay, there is a provision in there for you to get some relief from those taxes you paid out. So, but you have to, your taxpayer has to make sure that that applies, that kicks in on when they're preparing your state return. Okay, now this is new also, so it should, you know, in the software it should pop up. I think the state did a good job of making sure that that question pops up, but in case it doesn't, you can double check with your tax preparer and say, hey, did that you know, school district tax relief pop in, because I am a homeowner. I own property in Nebraska. And if you own like commercial property, or if you're a school, or you know, anything like that, you pay taxes because you own you know, property, real property, right? And you pay taxes, and included in that taxes is school district taxes. If that's one of the taxes, then you can turn around and apply for relief and get that on your tax return, your state tax return, so that you can get more money in your pocket. We're not trying to leave money on the table. So this is another, you know, area where it's new and it could get overlooked by yourself or by your tax preparer. So again, I'll go back to just saying, make sure that you have a knowledgeable tax preparer that is on top of their game, that knows these new laws that are rolling out, this new legislation on the federal and the state side. Okay, because again, this pandemic has really changed the game and people are suffering out here. Hello, Ariwa Cosmetics. She's streaming in live, Facebook Live. She says, what if we forgot to put it? Can we do it next year? As long as the law still applies, that particular credit, yes, you can. Yes, you can. And you may want to think about if it's worth it. You can always do an amended return. But again, you have to make sure that you weigh the pros and the cons, financial pros and cons to that, because amended returns cost money. And so if you're only getting an extra $50 and your amended return is going to cost you $75 to $100, then it's not worth it. But you know, catch it on the next go around. Did that answer your question, Ariwa Cosmetic? All right, good. So again, that last tip applied to Nebraska residents. That's a state legislation that was signed off and approved by your governor, Pete Ricketts. School district taxes. If you own property in the state and you pay your taxes, your property taxes, And within those property taxes, it includes school district taxes, then that's the credit you need to apply for. Ariwa Cosmetics is true. She said, yes, you did. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Good. Let me know if y'all have any questions. This is the time. You know, some of you are still waiting around for some of your other documents. I'm trying to think of things that came up these last week with me preparing taxes. Make sure that you are waiting on your 1099-Gs. Unemployment is income that is taxable. So please, please, please do not forget, if you drew unemployment, you may have had, worked and then you got laid off due to COVID, or your hours got reduced and you are eligible for unemployment. Make sure you are going to your unemployment website. I believe most of them is you can print it right off. Just go into your account and print it off. I know at least in the state of Nebraska, they're not mailing them. And so because it's accessible and they're telling you that, just go into your portal account, AnyWorks for Nebraska, and print off your 1099-G for unemployment. Okay. Also, just to let people know, I do prepare taxes for all 50 states. So, and I do offer virtual services, so you don't have to be in the office to get your taxes prepared. You don't have to, we can do it all virtually, and I can do it all across the country. Okay. So I just wanted to let people know that, and I can do all the states as well. So just let me know if y'all need a tax preparer, professional, a seasoned tax preparer, someone that is on top of their game. I study so much that, I mean, there's just so much information and I don't want to miss it. So not all tax preparers are equal. So I just want y'all to understand that. Make sure you're going to a reputable, educated tax professional that can catch all these nuances, because this has been a whirlwind for even tax preparers, tax professionals like myself, going in, to classes and sessions and just trying to get all the updates. IRS is still updating certain forms, so not everything is out. And it'll let us know if they're working on something, then we have to put the return on hold or something like that. So if you are eligible for a certain credit and they're still working on the updates for that particular credit, then we have to wait. But it'll let us know, because they can't process the return until the update is ready. So also, those that follow me, I'm going to be speaking on Saturday. Let's see, where is it at? Tax Prep Time. Tax Prep Time is the name of the event, sponsored by Three Sisters. Nicole Ryan and myself will be speakers at that event. It is a Facebook Live. I believe it's a Zoom. And you can follow me. I'm going to post it on my page. So if you're interested in following the link, it is a free Zoom. You can just come in. But we're going to be dropping nuggets. As you know, I'll be bringing the tax updates for you there. I'm going to be talking about how to prepare, how to get ready for the tax season, how to make sure that you don't miss any credits or deductions. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you, Facebook. So I'm going to be speaking to Nicole Ryan. She's a credit specialist. And so she's going to be talking about how to manage your budget during a pandemic. So you don't want to miss that. That is Saturday. It's going to be at it's February 20th at 11 a.m. It's 11 in the morning on Saturday. Three Sisters is putting on this event called Tax Prep Time. So follow me, follow my pages, follow me in stories, because I'll be pushing that out, promoting that event, so that if you're interested, you can attend it. But it's going to be a really, really nice presentation. So when you put together credit and taxes, I mean, what better place to be in on a Saturday morning than getting all that good information. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate you, Facebook. Y'all share out the broadcast. Share out the broadcast. Also, we are open for tax appointments. So if you want to make an appointment, just go to, let me pull up the banner, Facebook. Just go to calendly.com/advanced tax. and schedule an appointment. That is my calendar. So I am taking appointments, and we can meet on Zoom. Again, it's virtual. If you want to meet in person, that's fine. If you're local here in Omaha, Nebraska, that's fine too. Just schedule an appointment, and we'll go ahead and meet. But just wanted to let y'all know that we are open. We are open, and we're taking appointments now. So make sure you get in there, get in where you fit in. It's a busy time, but we're having fun here. And I do have a referral referral bonus program. If you are a client of ours and you refer someone and they actually become our clients and we do their taxes, then you'll get a $25 bonus. So as many referrals as you want to do, you'll get $25 for each referral for those that actually end up becoming our clients. So that's always awesome. So we're just really trying to get the word out about our brand. I've been out here doing taxes for a long time, but never on my own under my brand. I'm always for a big brand, but now I'm working for myself. I'm working for myself now, so y'all help me. This is a new business in the area. Just let people know about me. They can give me a call and we can talk. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions. If you have any questions, this is the time. This is the time. I'm trying to think back through some of the scenarios, some of the situations that came up in working some of these taxes so far. Again, if you have multiple W-2s, you've worked many jobs, make sure you're waiting on all of those W-2s. You don't want to miss anything. IRS already knows what you've made. So if you were ever get audited and you didn't want to wait for that last W-2 because you were in a hurry to get your money back and they audit you, guess what? They're going to refigure your taxes. And you hope that you don't have to owe back, because then now that becomes a debt on your side. And you don't want IRS. There's this joke, and I can't remember who said it, but I was watching a TV show, a movie, and he said, there's 3 people that I don't mess with: the I, the R, and the S. So you don't want to mess with the IRS. So make sure that you are waiting on all your documents. Don't be in a rush. I know, people are like ready to file their taxes and get their money, their refunds back, because our first clients, our first big batch of clients are those taxpayers that get refunds. And so they're always ready right there, at the door. They're like, here's my taxes. I want to get my money back. And so, but because of the pandemic, and a lot of people had to pivot and go find jobs, Uber, Lyft, and all those those gig economy jobs. And sometimes you might forget that you did that work. Maybe you only did it for 3 months, just, to help you out for a couple of months. And you forgot that you worked them. I've had clients send me their tax documents and then they email me back and say, oh, here's another one. Again, we can't be in a rush because because of your circumstances. You just have to be patient and make sure that you think back on all the jobs that you worked at, even unemployment. Okay, even if you're drawing Social Security or disability, make sure that and you worked a side job. We got to get that all in there. We have to enter the disability. So that's your 1099 SSA. Those on disability or Social Security. So if you worked a side job, we have to enter all that. So make sure you're bringing all that to me or whoever your tax preparer is. Say hello when y'all come into the broadcast. Say hello. Again, this is Martine Corte under the brand Advanced Tax. I am a 20-year tax professional, owner of Advanced Tax Solutions. I'm out here helping y'all, dropping nuggets, helping you to maneuver through all of this tax business, all of these new credits, all of these relief credits that are out here to help put more money in your pocket. We need relief. We need some money. We need money. You know, we need money to do the things that we have to do to take care of ourselves and our families, to feed ourselves, to clothe ourselves, to shelter ourselves. So we need money. And this is one way where you're going to be able to put more money in back in your home, in your household, is through taxes. So if you play the game right, if you file your taxes and you're eligible for some of this stuff, you know, some of these credits, then this is one way to do it. So I'm out here just kind of letting you all know. I work with small business owners, entrepreneurs, hustlers, authors, speakers, artists, nonprofit leaders to help them reach more clients in their business with the assistance of live streaming so they can make more money. And I also help them, if they're my tax client, help them get more money back in their pocket for their businesses. So speaking of small business, if you're out there and you run a small business, whether you are a sole prop, LLC, S corp, being strategical about your taxes and how it's prepared is going to be very important. Of course, you want to make sure you include all of your expenses for running your business and operating your business. So you want to make sure you're keeping track of everything. Run everything through one bank account. That's your business account. I met with a client, or soon to be client, hopefully, last week, small business owner, and I asked them, do you have a business bank account? And they said, no, I'm using my personal account. I said, oh, so we're commingling our personal and business expenses? That's a no-no. That's a no-no because it's an accounting nightmare. Whoever their accountant is, or maybe it's them. A lot of times, you know, especially with solopreneurs, sole proprietors, we are the accountant. We are the bookkeeper. But now you got to sift through and pull out your personal so you can just get to your business. And that's not fun. That's not fun. So we need to, as small business owners, make sure that we're on the back end, in our back office, recording things properly for our business, right? The easiest way to do that is make sure you have a business bank account and you're running everything through there. Okay? No more commingling. That's not good practice. That's not good practice. And then, you know, also, from a banking perspective, if the banker says, they want to look, what's your income like? What's your, how much business are you running through your bank account? But you've got your one bank account with your personal in there, and it's kind of hard to tell. And they're going to kind of size you up and say, are you really a legitimate business? Can we really, trust you to pay back, because you're not even managing your money correctly as far as the business is concerned? So there's a lot of reasons why you want to go at this properly, and using financial software programs like QuickBooks is going to help you, right? So that could be a whole nother topic right there, QuickBooks. And I should give a class on it. Maybe I will. I don't know. Y'all let me know if that would be something you'd be interested in, because I find a lot of working with a lot of small business owners under my coaching brand, MQ Services. This is the problem. They're not recording. They're not doing proper record keeping and things like that. And so ultimately it affects your taxes. So when it comes time to doing your taxes, you've got this mess. And now you don't really want to go after it, because you've let this whole year go by and you haven't really recorded anything. You've got your bank transactions because you're collecting payments for your products, or if you're a service provider, my stylists, barbers, restaurant owners, things like that. You're collecting the payments through your either Square or PayPal, or however you collect them, whatever, credit processors you use. But then you're not doing the reconciliation, the bank part, and then putting those expenses under the category. So one thing that I, work with small business owners in terms of getting their financials ready, is to give them what I call a business tracker expense form, or business expense tracker form, where it's listed all the businesses in different categories, and all you have to do is plug in your totals. So you would have to add up all of that and put them in in the particular categories. So for example, advertising. So if you advertise for your business, you are purchasing business cards, flyers, banners, yard signs, whatever. All that's advertising expenses, right? So you're buying that when you're using your debit or credit card to pay for those services. It goes through your bank account, but that's where it ends. Unless you're using QuickBooks, you don't ever get to upload that and put that and label it and reconcile your statement, your bank statement, and putting that in the advertising expense category. So now you got a whole lot of work at the end of the year where you could have been doing this throughout the year. So this is what I'm talking about. So when they come to me and they say, well, I don't have, these in any kind of order, I just have my bank statements. Well, that's a lot of work. That's a bookkeeper's job. That's an accountant's job. So now they got to go through and get all of your expenses. They're not in any kind of order. That's why using an accounting software, financial software like QuickBooks is going to help organize you. And for those of you that are small business owners, I am giving out free business expense tracker forms. Just send me a message in Messenger. Say, hey, I want to get that, or grab that business expense tracker, and I'll be happy to send it to you to help yourself get organized. Because when you come to a tax preparer, when you come to me, I'm going to expect that you already have that, because I'm not a bookkeeper and I'm not an accountant. I don't provide those services. I know how to do them. I just don't provide those services. So I'm not going to be adding up your expenses. I'm not going to be, putting them in certain categories. That takes too long. That's somebody else's job. But I will help you out and give you a free sheet with list of categories of business expense categories. And then it's going to be up to you or your bookkeeper to put those totals in there. So and if you come with me with that, then we can roll. I can do your taxes, but you got to be organized. Does that make sense, small business owners? Let me know if that's you. If you need help with organization and stuff like that, you might need this form. Just let me know. All right. So that's all I wanted to talk about tonight. If you don't have any other questions, you got a few more minutes to get the questions in. Again, for those that are just watching, jumping into this live stream, I appreciate you coming in for Tax Talk Tuesday under my brand, Advanced Tax Services or Solutions. I am a 20-year tax professional. I've been doing taxes for a long time, specializing in small business tax returns as well. Most small businesses are sole proprietor LLCs. You're going to be on a Schedule C. That's your profit and loss statement, right? It's a list of your expenses. Income minus your expenses equals profit, hopefully, or loss, okay? And I know if it's your first, year in business, most of the time, small businesses take a loss, and that's okay, all right? But this, next year, let's try to, profit from it, because we're in business to make money. So if you keep taking a loss, IRS is going to say, hey, y'all just a hobby. Stop filing this Schedule C with us. And they just going to, come on, they're not going to take you seriously. So don't be afraid if you're taking a loss the first year or two. That's, you're still, working up to that. You're still trying to grow your business, and I understand that. So don't be afraid. You can still file your taxes and take a loss. It's okay. But, at least by the third year, let's see some profit in there. Okay. So again, if you're new to my brand, and if you're new to this live stream, I do Tax Talk Tuesdays every Tuesday. It's getting busier. I don't think I came out last week because it was just really hectic. So I try to get out here on Tuesdays, dropping nuggets, giving you updates. We've been talking about the stimulus. You can go back and look at all the videos under Advanced Tax. Also, I also live stream on Friday nights for Side Hustle Night School. So some of you follow me over here because you've been following me with Side Hustle Night School on Friday nights, talking about how to grow your business as a small business owner, entrepreneur. Alice Lewis. Hi, Alice. She has a question. She's streaming a live Facebook Live. She says, if you haven't gotten your stimulus and you are a student, can I ask for the recovery rebate. Yes. If you're filing yourself, right? You're claiming yourself. I'm assuming that you're working. No one else can claim you, but you are a student. Is that your? I just want to clarify that. Or are you a dependent and a full-time student? Can you ask for a recovery rebate? Because there was that situation where the first go around, they left out that age range. I believe it was 17 or 18 to 25. They were dependent still on mom and dad's taxes, but they didn't get the stimulus. Okay, so they were out. Is that what your question is coming from? I am a dependent. Okay, so that's what I thought. So the question is, if you haven't gotten your stimulus and you are a student, you claimed by your parents or by someone, can you still ask for the recovery rebate credit? Yes, this time, because they fixed that. So now if you were between that age, 18 to 25, I believe that's what it was, the rebate recovery rebate credit should kick in for your parents, whoever's claiming you. So it'll be on their side. Okay, because that's the only way you can get the stimulus. So through the recovery rebate credit, you can get the stimulus if you didn't get it the first go around, but it's going to be on the parent side. So they'll have to make sure that that comes through when they file their taxes. Does that answer your question, Alice? Any more questions out here? If not, it's 9:51 p.m. Central Standard Time. I got some more taxes to do. Y'all know I crunch numbers. I'm a night owl, so I can go all night long. And I do have a few more returns to catch up on. But if you are just coming into the broadcast, or even after the broadcast is over and you have a question, feel free to drop it in the comments and I'll be sure to answer them. Facebook does a good job notifying me of questions or comments added after the broadcast. So I always go back and I answer those questions. All right, Alice says, yes, thank you. You are welcome, sis. So again, let's make sure that we're bringing in all of our tax documents. Okay, don't be in a rush because every dollar counts and it is required that you claim all of your income, even unemployment. So don't forget that, people. I don't know why people don't know that that's taxable income, but it is. I've just been seeing it in a lot of chats. Is my unemployment, do I have to bring that? Yes. Yes, you do. It is taxable income. So don't forget about that. Also, 1099Rs, retirement. If you pull from your 401k, this is another tip. I didn't have it added, but it just came up. And this is about not leaving money on the table. Okay. Remember, if you pull from your retirement before retirement age, you used to get penalized, right? And it's always been a law, but because of COVID, because of the pandemic, because of the relief, government, IRS trying to relieve people financially, that penalty, that 10% penalty is being waived. It's being waived. So make sure your tax preparer codes it correctly. That 1099R, retirement, 401k, pensions, whatever. If you're being penalized because you're underage, make sure it's coded correctly and it will be waived. You won't be penalized. That 10% makes a lot of money depending on how much you pulled out. Alice Lewis, she has another question. A tax program asks for the dollar amount information for each stimulus payment. Yes, it does. So the tax preparer will get the question in the software. It's built into the software. So it will ask them, did you get the first stimulus? Yes. How much was it? And if you're single, it was $500 or $1,200. Sorry, $1,200. And then the next question is, did you get the second stimulus? Yes, I did. How much? $600. This is single. And then it'll say, okay, and you don't have any, you didn't have any kids in 2020. You're just a single person. It'll say, okay, you do not qualify for the recovery rebate credit. And that's the end of the story because you got your money. Now we waiting on this third one, the 1,400, right? We waiting on that money. But as far as taxes is concerned right now, it will ask, the tax preparer will be prompted with those two questions, and they will have to answer based on your answers. Okay, if you didn't get the stimulus, that's when we say, no, I didn't get it. Maybe you got the first one and not the second one. Then it's going to say, okay, you're eligible for the recovery rate credit, $1,200 if you're single, or excuse me, $600. That would have been the second one. All right, or whatever it says that you're qualified for. Any other questions? Again, we're trying to make sure that we get you back to max. So I'm looking at all the tax laws that I can. And I stay up really late and I just go back and I look through a lot of things. I'm in a lot of circles. I get a lot of notifications so I don't miss updates. I'm on IRS. I follow IRS on their website. I follow them on YouTube. I follow them all these different places because they're just trying to drop information when it comes up. So again, make sure that you are working with a tax preparer that's very knowledgeable, that can help you with all the different nuances, as it pertains to credits, even the new relief provisions that are out here because of the COVID and the pandemic. So make sure that they're on top of it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to get off here. Again, if you are just new to my broadcast, my name is Martine Corte. I'm a tax professional, 20 years, 21 years. I love this stuff. So continue to follow me on Tuesday nights for Tax Talk Tuesday. And then if you're a small business owner and you want help growing your business or taking your business to the next level, follow me on Fridays for Side Hustle Night School, so we can get it popping over there and get y'all some help that y'all need as small business owners. All right. So again, thank you. It's been a pleasure. Appreciate you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. Stay warm because of this, this frigid air going through the country. We're in below, negative 20, 30, it's cold. So be careful, be safe, check on your family members, check on your loved ones. All right, talk to you guys next week. And have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye-bye.